मम्मी ಹೊಡ್ತೆ ಜರ ತೋಂಗಿ ಪಟಕ್ತಲೈತೆ मम्मी हा ಹೊಡ್ತೆ ಹೊಡ್ತೆ चो जरा उधर नको उधर नाही ते घालू ना बोल हॅलो घालू ना हॅलो
the item kit of the latest seminar or more conservative.
Hello everyone, this is Harsha. Let's wait for another 2 minutes and then we'll start.
my audio video is not working now.
Hello, are you able to join now?
Things are not coming through.
Hmm?
It's showing go to your privacy setting. I tried it, it's not coming.
Now how to do, yeah, bro? More than 16 people are joining. They are saying you are in mute. Try to join through phone, right? But problem is how to share this. I'm unable to share this meeting at all. Only organizer and presenter can share this. It's asking.
Okay, okay. How big? 1 second.
Actually, Razi is having some technical issues. He'll join within 1 2 minutes. We'll just wait. We'll just wait for 1 2 minutes. Are you able to start now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Have you joined the meeting now?
Yes, yes, I'm joining. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Is it audible?
No, no,
Not yet.
not. I guess you are not yet joined. It's showing you are not joined.
Okay, I came to another meeting. One second. I just leave this one. I come there.
Mm, 2, 3 members have left. Rather.
Hello, hi guys.
Hi, hi Razi, hi.
Hello. Hi, so sorry, sorry. There was some network issue from my end, and I was not able to hear you guys. Sorry for the delay. We can start now.
Yeah. Hi Razi.
Yes,
Can you
yes, yes.
Razi is a founding and managing partner of Trellis. So it's a based off UI. So I guess Razi, you can share the screen.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I hope you guys can see my screen. Is it visible?
Yeah. I guess you can
Yes,
open
yes.
the PPT
Very well.
which was shared, Razi.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I can do that. Yeah, just 1 minute.
That will be helpful so that we can share it
Mm-hmm.
on group also.
Yeah.
I request everyone to mute yourself so that there is no disturbance. If you are facing any difficulties, give me the access so that I can share it.
Yeah, sure. Can you request for the access, Harsh? For the flexibility.
Or else you can just share the PDF. It's enough, I guess. Just make sure that screen is
Yes, yes,
fully visible. If you are facing
yes,
any
yes, yes.
difficulties, let's go with the PDF. Uh,
Yeah, I hope this is visible. We'll go with this in the interest of time because we
yeah,
are
yeah,
already delayed.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So, welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining this webinar. It's me, Sir Ahmad. I'm a partner of Trellis Accounts LLC Dubai. And with me, my friend Harsha, he's having a Gen Print taxi in Hyderabad. So, yeah, nice having you. We'll start with the presentation. Like taking care of, if somebody's looking to set up a business in Dubai, then what all things he has to consider, and what are the opportunities and different challenges which they can see, which they can face during this process. So we are here to help you both from India perspective and from Dubai perspective. So yeah, we can start and welcome.
welcome
So
everyone. Yeah.
yeah. we can start, Harsh, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can start.
Yes, yes, thank you. So, as you can see, guys, this PPT slide which talks about the ghost story of Dubai. So, like as you all know, like in early 1960s, Dubai was nothing. Like it was all barren land, full of desert, nothing. And slowly, they got the independence and they got united in 1970s. And recently, last week, it was their 54th Union Day, which is nothing but United Arab Emirates Formation Day. It was 54th. So within a span of 54 years, they have achieved a tremendous growth and success. And initially, during the initial phase of the start, Sheikh Zayed, who is the founding father of the UAE, he started focusing on oil refinery and ports and other desert area. And in early 80s and all, it was only oil refinery. Like their entire uh, economy were dependent on oil itself. Like 90% plus of the GDP was part of oil. Slowly they started diversifying, and by 90s they went into airports, hotels, and free zones. So there are a couple of free zones in the UAE, like Jebel Free Zone, and there's one more, Dubai Multi Commodity Centers. These two free zones are the number one free zones in entire world, not just in UAE, not just in Asia, across world. Jebel Ali Free Zone itself, it holds so many companies, and you guys might be aware of DP World, and also DP World is one such big company which is based out of Jebel Ali Free Zone. And like that, we have DMCC. DMCC again, it's a multi-commodity center where more than 25,000 companies are based out.
Razi, if
And
you are waiting,
yes, yes.
yeah, sorry for disturbance. If you are waiting, can you allow them to join?
Mhm.
So just check
Yes,
that.
yes, I did, I did.
Uh, so
Yeah, I have done. Yeah.
yeah. So make sure you
So,
see that people are joining. Okay. Right. Thank you. You
yeah,
can
sure,
continue.
sure. Yes, yes. And by early 2000, they started making UAE, especially Dubai and Abu Dhabi, as a global hub. And, like trade and tourism, they started with Burj Khalifa and all. Now, Dubai or UAE, it's more of a global innovation hub. Trade and tourism is for so many companies like who is operating in Africa or Europe. If people are dealing in multi continent, then they have some of the other offices in Dubai or UAE. So why Dubai is a global magnet? So the number one reason, connectivity. If I talk about India itself, we from India, if you want to go to Dubai, we can go there in just a matter of 2 hours. And if you want to move from Hyderabad to Delhi or some other metro cities in India, that is taking 2 hours, and in same time we can go to Dubai. So time wise, all these things are very convenient, and it's very simple. It doesn't matter like if you're moving to Hyderabad to Delhi or to Dubai. It's same time, just that country is changing. So for and one fun fact about Dubai is, almost 40% of the things are owned or controlled by Indians. Like, so when you go to Dubai, you will feel like, Dubai as if it's advanced version of our metro cities. And a global hub. So Dubai recently, already Dubai is having one airport, DXB airport, which is again very big. But yeah, they have come with one more airport, which is very big, which is called as Al Maktoum Airport, which will be handling a lot that will become one of the biggest airport in internationally. And recently, Dubai started Expo 2020 during COVID, and due to COVID, it got delayed and it happened in 2021. But again, that was also a great success and lot of, yeah. One second, guys. Let me, yeah. So I hope you guys can see my screen.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
We can. Yes, we can see.
Yeah, yeah. So Harsh, there is any other way where you can admit these guys and I can focus on the teaching part?
No, no, no. There is access with you only, so I can't accept it.
Okay, okay, okay.
Uh, yeah, you can continue it now. I guess you can continue.
Yeah, yeah,
If you have many slides, so we can do fast a bit. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So then we talk about global events driving Dubai growth. So for every industry and every you guys might have heard about GTEx Global. So there is one platform GTEx where large tech companies and expo in the world, and it happens every year in the Dubai. There's COP28, which is for ESG, sustainability and green economy. Again, it happens in UAE every year. Then there is Arab Health. Then there is one more called Arab Lab. So in Arab Lab, we'll have all the industries which is into lab like pharmaceuticals, fertilizers, medicines. All these things will take part in this Arab lab. And same way it goes for Arab Health. So in Arab Health, it's all about hospitality and health sector. And Dubai, there is one place called Health City. In those Health City, you'll find all the big. Please be on mute so that you
హర్ష
will not
ఏమంట
feel
ఏదో
any.
మెసేజ్ పెట్టినాడు రాలేదు
రాలేదు.
ఏమంట
సార్ ఇదో ఫీవర్‌నో, కోల్డ్ అని ఎప్పుడు తెలీదు.
సాయిబాబా శివన్ ప్రశ్నలు వస్తా అన్నారంట
వస్తాను. ఒంగోలు నుంచి వచ్చారండి.
Hello.
ఇప్పుడు ఫోన్ చేశారు సార్. 6
Uh,
Can
గంటల్లో
you
వాళ్ళ
can you please be on mute?
సరే
yeah, Razi, you can continue.
Yes, yes. And now coming to government summit. So recently there was one summit by government level and bureaucrat level. So all the top policymakers across world they're taking part of it. So every month, or I can say like every quarter, some of the other events are happening in Dubai, which from where participants call from across 200 plus countries, and like it's a single platform where if you go there, you need not go to America or Europe or Japan or somewhere. Same people will find you in Dubai. So instead of going to other countries, if you come here, you'll get all the connections and everything. So Dubai is truly a global platform where we can connect with everybody and we can expand our business. Now the next booming part for Dubai is Dubai South, where Al Maktoum Airport is coming. So there we have a very big aviation hub like air cargo and other things. So Al Maktoum International Airport, they are making one very big aviation hub, which is called Future Aviation Hub, which will be very big, and all the industries related to aviation will be promoted over there. Same way, they have logistics powerhouse also in the same place, and Expo City is also somewhere near to that Dubai South. So all this ecosystem. So Dubai is generally in other places we see like first they start, then they build the infrastructure. But in Dubai, what I have seen personally, it's like they build things from scratch, and when things are ready, they start asking people or stakeholders to start investing or start working on that. So now, very the sole reason for our webinar was like why Indian promoters prefer UAE. So India and UAE have a very strong relationship. Before, like when UAE was formed, at that time, this is again a very interesting point. At that time, Indian rupee was the national currency for UAE. So we have a very old legacy and robust friendship with UAE, which we share, and that is the reason like we are always welcome there, and we share very strong bond in UAE. Once again, like a couple of people are waiting for us, so we'll just let them in.
And further, I request everyone to keep yourself mute, please, so that we can focus.
Yeah. So, like recently in the 2020, I believe we had SEPA advantage. So in SEPA, it's a comprehensive economic agreement. So where, already both the countries reduced various tariffs and bilateral trade flows. And there is ease of business, strong banking infrastructure, and seamless digital KYC. So with this, what happened, a lot of Indian banks are operating in UAE. We have HDFC Bank, we have SBI, we have Bank of Baroda. So all these banks are operating in UAE as if they are operating in some branches in India itself. So that much of liberty we have in UAE. And coming to tax efficiency also, we have DTAA, so all the withholding benefits or tax credits, all benefits we have. Then we have FEMA compliance, so investments can be done both via FEMA overseas investment options and other options which we have. And even time zones, like Dubai to India time zone, the difference is just 1.5 hours, so hardly it matters. When we compare this with Europe or America, time zones are opposite. Like when we have daytime, they have night time like that. So again, that's not good for us. But here in UAE, it's just a difference of 1.5 hours, which again makes it very easy for us to work.
Yeah.
So coming to business setup options in Dubai. So in Dubai, business setups are done mainly via three options. One is called mainland company, the other one is free zone, and the other one is offshore company. Mainland company means a normal company. Generally, the companies which we have in India, those are called mainland companies. Same way we have in UAE as well. So all the companies which are operating in normal territorials, those are called mainland company. Then they have some 46 plus free zones. Like the way in India we have special economic zones, there also for every activity they have a zone. Like they have LCT, they have innovation hub, so they have multi commodities. So like that, there are 46 plus free zones are there in Dubai. So those free zones, if we do some compliance over there, then we'll get the tax benefit. Recently, Dubai introduced, UAE introduced corporate tax, which is flat 9%. But if you are from this free zone and if you are complying with the de minimis test, then you'll end up paying zero tax, zero corporate tax. So in UAE, we have zero personal income tax, and for corporate tax, if it's in mainland, then they have to pay 9%. But if it's in free zone, then they have to pay zero tax subject to conditions. Like every free zones, they have some conditions, and if they meet those conditions, they will be free of tax. And third is like offshore companies. So offshore companies are nothing but if someone wants to park the company or the funds or the business. So instead of people going to tax haven countries like Cayman Islands or Mauritius or Seychelles, they prefer this offshore company itself, where all this corporate tax rules and regulations won't apply to that company. And this is not for doing business in UAE. This is more for parking things. Like they create some holding company or holding vehicle, and then they park things. Like it's more of holding company which generally have over here, and that holding company will be the owner for all the companies across world. So these things are also happening over here. So what is mainland company? So in mainland company, the things in India we have private limited company. That is nothing but your limited liability company in UAE. So any whatever features we have in India for LLP, same features we have for LLC. And for some industries we have 100% foreign ownership, and for some which is a high risk in nature, or like which is critical to national interest in those industries, they still we need this local sponsor. Otherwise, for most of the industries, a foreigner, or, like any Indian, if they want to start a business, they can do it directly. And coming to mainland business, for a lot of businesses which is not high risk. So in UAE, like industries are classified into three categories: high risk, low risk, medium risk. So high risk companies are those companies where compliance is very stringent, and lot of compliances are needed. For example, precious metal, and then we have this crypto, and then we have this uh, what we call, there are a couple of more industries. So in these industries, these are high risk industries. So when we go for these industries, then we have to go for the additional approvals. Otherwise, for the normal ones like accounting, bookkeeping, or like normal trading, for these things, like there is no such additional approval. Simply, you can get LLC and you can start our business. But for the special ones, like we have to get the second approval as well, respective industry. Like in India, if you are doing an insurance, then you have to get the IRD approval. If you are doing an NBFC, then you have to go for RBI approval and all. If you are doing forex, then you have to go for FEMA approval. Same way, there also for certain specific industries, like if it's a cryptocurrency, then we have to go for VARA. So all these approvals are there, and we can help you in this. Like we are doing a lot of setup these days, and like we have a very big team. So when we do mainland is like normal company over here. We can do anything, and we can have a virtual office. We can have normal business centers, and we can have big offices. It's up to you based on the appetite we can do. And like corporate tax up to 375,000 profits, no corporate tax. And after that, we have uh, some after that only, after 375K only, these things will start. Next we have is free zone company. Again, in free zone, we'll have LLC, we'll have a free zone establishment, which is a sole establishment, and then we'll have a free zone company, which is FZCO. So these things will be there, and Dubai alone has 30%, 30 plus free zones, which is DFC, DMCC, Zabza. So these three are the biggest one across world. So DMCC and Zabza are the top ones, and it is again suitable for anybody like to run any businesses. So the only problem with this free zone companies are, like like they can't sell in the mainland. If they want to sell in the mainland, then VAT will come into picture and corporate tax will come into picture. Otherwise, if they are doing only free zone to free zone or exports, imports, then nothing will come. No VAT, no corporate tax. But the moment they are doing with mainland, these things will come into picture. So generally, free zones are preferred by those people where like they are more into, like recently what happened, due to tariffs in America, a lot of clients came to us stating we'll set up a business in free zone in Dubai, and like we'll import things from India, we'll do repacking here, and we'll sell in, we'll export to US to avoid the tariff by having a certificate of origin from UAE instead of India. So there are so many things, like depending upon the client requirements, so we can change these things. And for a couple of businesses, like office is mandatory. Like if we go for real estate, or then in that case, like mandatory office is required. If you go for gold, precious metal business, and if you're doing a trading and all, then office premises, physical office is mandatory. For other businesses, if it's a virtual, then it's fine. Virtual is a very cost effective, but for some businesses, virtuals are not allowed. Like they can't operate with virtual offices. They, in those cases, they have to go for the physical offices, which are sometimes bit expensive. Then these are offshore companies. So offshore companies are basically an entity formed for international operations. They don't do any business in UAE. It's just a company which is there, and like they do all businesses across world and all the funds. Like basically this is for the tax haven countries, and UAE is one of such tax haven country. Normally we hear about Caribbean island countries or the Cayman Islands or British Virgin Islands or Mauritius or Seychelles, but even UAE is also a great tax haven country depending upon the requirements. Like every business have their own requirements. So based on that, this is one of the good option. So Generally, for normal persons, this is not that useful. But yeah, if someone is trying to have an offshore company, definitely they can have that option in UAE. So these are the way. This is the summary of this one business setup options in Dubai. I guess Harsh will be running short of time. We have to wrap up things within 3 minutes, I believe.
Yeah,
So I'll just give a high level things, and like if there is any queries or something, then I can take it up in WhatsApp group. And
yeah,
if there is anything which is specific in nature, then you guys maybe message me in personal window, or you can mail me to my email ID. I'll share in group. So yeah, we can take it up from there. So next thing which we have is like process of business land mainland. So basically, like it's same like any day. First, we have to give the business name and structure. Then we have to reserve the name, get the initial approval. Then we have to draft the MOA and sign the MOA before notary. Once we sign, we get EJRE, and then we submit the documentations and we get a license. The moment we get a license, we'll apply for the visa. Once we have a visa, we can apply for bank accounts. Without visa, no bank account can be opened. Same goes for free zone. Like we'll define our business and structure, then we'll reserve the name, choose the zone. Zone means which free zone we want to apply and submit the application. Once we submit the application, we have to make a payment and then we will get a license. Once we get a license, we have to apply for a visa. Once we have a visa, we can open a bank account and then we can do our business. And this is the tax structure which we have in UAE. So corporate tax is flat 9% for the mainland businesses, and VAT 5%, excise 50% for tobacco and e-cigarettes and all. Custom duty 5% in general. Income tax for individuals is 0%. Social security, this is only for the locals. We call it as Emiratis. For them, it's 17.5%. Most of the people, 80% of the population in UAE is expats, which is other country people. So this doesn't apply to them. Then we have this corporate tax for sole proprietors and freelancers. So if we have a turnover of 83 million or above, then yes, 9%. Otherwise, we have zero. Opening a bank account. So here, like getting a license is easy, but getting a bank account is very tough. And like sometimes you'll end up paying more in bank account opening than getting a license itself. So we have to be very careful with this because I guess we are running short on time. Maybe this call will end up in a minute. Guys, we will share the PPT in group, and like maybe you guys can go through it, and anything which you guys have, we can take it up.
Can we
And
join the call once again once if it got disconnected?
yeah.
uh, maybe
Maybe
we can see that part.
yeah, yeah. I guess we can do it that.
Okay. It's continuing. Yeah, yeah. We can continue. Sorry,
Yeah.
like it was showing
Actually, it's
during.
1 hour, right? Raji, it's 1 hour, right? Yeah. I guess we
Yes,
can
yes,
continue.
yes. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. So sorry for the hurry. We can again. So we'll start from bank. So bank account, opening a bank account is very difficult in UAE, especially like if it's a high risk industry, like if it's a general trading or if it's a restaurant business or it's a precious metal business or it's a real estate or it's a cryptocurrency. Then these kind of businesses, to open a corporate account, it takes a hell lot of time and money. I have seen clients, to open one bank account, they have paid more than 25,000 dirhams, which is almost 6 7 lakhs in INR. So sometimes, like if your paperwork is not proper or the sponsor or the shareholders are not proper fitting in the framework, then we have to pay a lot of amount to get the approval because risk managers in the banks, they don't approve things very easily. Most of the time, we have to pay something under the table to them, then only they will approve these things. So that is there. Like what I have seen these days, like getting a license is easy, but getting a bank account is bit tough. So yeah, And coming to this, like all this one word speeding and everything, this thing is like time wise it's very quick, but yeah, in Dubai, like if something is taking 4 hours and if you want to get it done in 4 minutes, it could be done, but you have to pay additional. So here in everywhere, there is an option called a VIP service. So for example, in some cases there is a waiting time of 4 days, but if you have money, you can get it done in 4 hours by paying VIP fees. It could be for visa, anything. Wherever you go, if you feel that you are running short on time, you can pay VIP fees and you can get it done same day, same time. So that option we have. Same for banking as well. Like if people are ready to pay the things, then yeah, they can get it very easily. But like sometimes clients are very uh, like they don't give us flexibility to pay from their pocket. So those scenarios, we have to do a lot of here and there. But if client is ready to pay, then yeah, same accounts we can get it done in 2 to 3 days or even a week time. So it all depends like which banks and which. So coming to banks, like there are a couple of banks like Emirates NBD, this is National Bank, FAB also, Mashreq, Dubai Islamic. So these four are the top banks, and there is one more ADCB. These five banks are the best banks we can say. Then we have international private banks like HSBC, we have Standard Chartered, we have City Bank, and all other banks we have like
Yeah,
and businesses planning, yeah, this banking is easy only, but we should have proper documentation. So normally documents required for the banking is like the state license. When we apply the license, we'll get the state license, MOA also at the same time. Then this is share certificate and lease agreement. Then passports at all the places, like passports and Emirates ID and visa. These
yeah.
three things will be common. Emirates ID is like our Aadhaar card in India. So wherever you go without Emirates ID,
Razi,
nothing will happen.
Razi, sorry for disturbance. Again, if you are waiting in the group, just, I mean, if you are waiting, just accept that.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Yeah. So I was mentioning, like this Emirates ID is like Aadhaar card over here. So like here everything is linked to Emirates ID. Be it your like everything happens from Emirates ID itself, and this is visa. So we'll be getting visa for 2 years, and for every 2 years we have to renew our visa. And at the same time, Emirates ID will also get renewed. Then this is the very critical part, personal story. Like whenever they open a bank, they just don't see the official documents. Now they will ask you this personal story. What is the business journey? What is the team background? What is the founder's note? So here, like when you go for bank account opening, they will ask you for the resume, CV of the founders, basically shareholders. And based on this, that RM will judge you, like whether that person is having a sound credibility or not. If he is having 10% out, then he will delay your process. So this second personal story thing is very something which is we all have to be very careful. Otherwise, a lot of people get stuck over here, and to clear this thing, they have to pay a lot of amounts to the agents or to the RMs and all. So official documents, everything we will be having. There is no doubt in that. And coming to personal story, personal standing of the shareholders and our sponsors, this is something which is very tricky because this is person to person and something which we feel, like I have seen one personal case, like we were dealing with one client who is from Bangladesh. So he's having some 50 lakhs in Taka, Bangladeshi currency in Bangladesh account, and when that same amount got converted to AUD, which is a UAE currency, that amount was very less. So banker was saying that this guy is not having sound background. 50 lakhs Bangladesh taka is nothing when we convert in AED. So we will not open a bank account. Simply he said this thing. Just because the bank balance which we had in home country was not sufficient for the RM to approve, and that guy he didn't approve, and all the paperwork which we did it got in vain, and then again we had to apply in some other bank. So these are the things which will come into picture. Even like if some of your clients or some of you go for a bank account opening, and if your sponsors, like if they don't have much credits in the bank, when they convert into AED, so they have some requirements, at least this much should be there in the bank account all the time, be it in Dubai or in home country. So those things they take very seriously, because they work on the very simple funda, like if a party is big and they are doing a lot of rotations of money, yeah, then they will prefer those kind of persons and those kind of businesses. But if the businesses are small or the sponsors are not having that much of sound background financially, then they will simply deny the bank account opening. So this part we have to be a bit careful and a bit prepared. Bit prepared. What we can do, like if somebody is looking to open a bank account in after 3 months or 4 months, then 4 months before itself they should start keeping funds in the bank, so that it captures in bank statement, and till the time bank account is open they can show that fund, so that way it will help. And the way in India we have mobile banking, net banking, same way we have over there. So those things are easy. And recently here AML has come. The way in India we have PMLA, here we have AML.
టూ పేమెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. బట్ గోల్డ్ వస్తుంది. మనం పోయిన తర్వాత అది గోల్డ్ చూపిదా, ఈసారి కొత్త గోల్డ్ వస్తే అది గోల్డ్ నేను చూపించున్నాను.
So banking access is here easy, but yeah, AML is very strict over here, and KYC protocols also. So, like recently, there was a lot of forex exchange companies which got banned. Basically, here, licenses which we get, it has to be renewed every year. If we don't renew, then we can't do the business. So a lot of licenses got cancelled, stating you're not complying with the AML. So AML is very strict over here because of the earlier UAE was in FATF grey list, and now they have removed it from grey list with very strict guidelines stating you have to comply with these things. So they are very serious about the AML part, and like anybody who is into AML, like they are taking very serious actions. And if it is some person, then they straightforward deport the person. And UBO registration, any shareholder who is holding more than 25% of the shares, they become ultimate beneficial owners. So here we have like all the time when we do big things or big contracts, the UBO comes into picture, and like UBO has to give his details, and UBO credibility and his cleanliness matters a lot. Now coming to tax residency, so like the way we have in India, same way we have 183 days, 183-day rule here as well also. So a person who is staying in UAE for 183 days, he becomes tax resident of UAE. And if we pay certain fees to the government, we will get the tax residency certificate. So, for example, in my case itself, like earlier I was a tax resident in India, but now I am not a tax resident in India. So, if somebody is deducting my TDS in India, then I can submit a TRC from UAE stating I'm tax resident of UAE, and then they will not deduct TDS on my income in India. And this is the first condition. Then we have this 90-day rule also, which we have in India. So this is very very easy. We have to apply based on the our passport stamping. So this number of days will be counted as per your passport stamping, like exit entry. And if you're meeting these criteria, then yeah, you can apply for the tax residency. And tax residency, like in India, we count 183 days from April to March, but here it counts from Jan to December. So that is very important. Like normally, it's a lot of people plans for this, but like if you look into India, like we count 183 days from April to March, but here it is from January to December. So if you are staying 183 days more in UAE from Jan to December, then you will get a TRC. But in India, it's like our fiscal calendar is different.
So Razi, I guess we have only 10 minutes of time, so we can wrap up a bit early.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, yeah, sure. And this is for the TRC in India, where we have greater than or equal to 182 days. So this, like anybody who is planning tax planning, they can look into it and they can plan things accordingly.
Just to add a point that whenever you are planning to open a business in UAE, try to become a non-resident of India. So you should make sure that you are staying more or less than 182 days in India, and so that you can become a non-resident of India. So that will benefit you. Or else, whatever the if you become a resident of India, you need to pay the taxes which is earned on the income earned in UAE also. So you should plan in a manner that you are staying in India for less than 182 days, so that you can become a non-resident of India. And for the purpose of withholding taxes, you can take a DTAA benefits and obtain a TRC and submit the TRC to the person who is withholding, so that they can deduct the taxes at lower rate or nil rate. So that should be you should make sure that you should stay in India for less than 182 days, and within the year you need to stay less than 60 days and 365 days. Or everyone knows these conditions. So just you need to make sure that your planning and tax planning should be proper, or else you will be mess up paying the additional taxes in India, even though you are not paying any taxes in UAE. So as Razi said that there is no taxes in India. I mean, there is no taxes in UAE on the personal income. However, once you become a resident of India, then global income will be taxable in India. So just we need to make sure,
Yes, yes,
and this is the one of the main important. Yeah, Razi, you can proceed now next.
yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Asha. Thank you for the comments. So these are some conditions. Like main criteria is 183 only. If you're fulfilling that one condition, like 99% of the things will be fine. But yeah, if it is less than 183 days, then other conditions we have to look, which is again it's a bit confusing. But yeah, we professionals can help you out. So why residential status matters because of these reasons. Because in India tax rates are 35%. So, for example, especially a real estate business or these precious metal businesses, these businesses within 3, 4 months or 6 months, they do transactions of millions of dollars. So, imagine, in 6 months you have done some businesses and if you have to pay taxes on that income in India, then that becomes a very pinpoint. And the taxpayer, he is not ready to pay those amounts, and he ends up in tax issues. So, especially for the high ticket businesses, they have to be very careful.
So make sure the
And
whatever the business. Yeah, just want to one point to add here is that when even if you are incorporating anything in UAE, but you are managing from India, then it becomes an poem in India, and you will be taxable. So as a foreign
yes, yes,
company,
yes,
so just we should make sure that we are not controlling anything business in India. So there can be scrutiny, and transactions. Every transactions are noted in India through if you become a resident, you need to disclose in Schedule FA. So just we need to make sure that we are non-resident in India, so that you can take an entire tax benefit of UAE. That requires a lot of planning and a lot of setup and structures and plannings, so that we can help you. So going to the next point, as we have a, as I told that we have a DTAA benefits, and once you obtain the TRC, you can submit the TRC to the person who is withholding the taxes in India, and you can make sure that the taxes withhold are very less. You can take the DTAA benefits, and you can save a taxes, so that there is no tax payable in India. So that is the benefit of DTAA, and there is a no FTC concept in India and UAE, because you don't pay any taxes in UAE unless until it is a business income and you are paying a corporate tax there and you need to pay taxes in India also. Then there is a FTC concept, or else there is no FTC concept in India for this all DTAA benefits. So only there is a DTAA rates. You can use that rates as per the, and you need to definitely obtain the TRC, and TRC the Razi can help. What is the procedure in a short?
Yes, yes. TRC is mandatory. Like even if you are greater than 183 days, but if you don't have TRC, then you are not eligible for the benefits. So TRC is the document which will help you in getting those benefits. No TRC, no benefits.
So let's go
And
to,
TRC documentation.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's go to the next few points. I guess we have only 5 minutes of time, so that we'll try to cover it. Since the residential status in the as per the Income Tax Act in India and the FEMA Act, there is a difference. And here the purpose is important as per the FEMA Act. Once you, what we suggest is once you want to start a business in UAE, you should make sure that you once you start a business, you should go there and start your business. Then you become a person resident outside India. I mean to say non-resident as per the FEMA Act. So here the purpose is important rather than stay days. So once you become the non-resident as per the FEMA, then there is a no limit for the remittance. And but if you become if you are the resident India, then LRS scheme applies, and 2.5 2.5 lakh dollars only you can remit to UAE. So that there is some difference in the person resident in India and person resident outside India. So we should make sure that we once you leave the India, you'll become a non-resident as per the FEMA Act. So then there is a no limit, and you can you need not take any permissions. You need to take just general permissions, and you can set up a business in UAE. So the investment is easy if once you become a person resident outside India as per the FEMA Act. But if you stay in India and you operate, then it becomes an 2.5. You have a limit as per the LRS scheme, which is USD 2.5 lakhs. So you should make sure that you become a person resident outside India, and then you can transfer. There is a no limit for that. Rajiv, we can go to the next slide.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
So this is what I told you. So once you become a person resident outside India, then there is no general permissions are required. But if you are a person resident India, then LRS scheme applies. There is a limit for the remittance to UAE. So make sure that we can help you in this also. So
And
how
this
to
is very
plan?
important, yeah, Harsh, this is very important, guys. In income tax, there's a schedule called foreign assets and foreign source income. So a lot of Indians, they have bought the properties in UAE. So here there is a rule like the data transfer happens between UAE to Indian government. So they have a rule. Anybody who is staying less than 6 months, and if they buy any property of certain values, then each one will report to other one. So if you are coming to UAE and if you are resident in India, so don't buy property within for 6 months. If you buy anything within for 6 months and if you are not able to show the source of income in India, then ED will come to you and income tax will come to you. So be careful. If you stay in UAE for 6 months and then if you buy the properties, you'll not come into this picture. Otherwise, you'll come into the picture and it's a very dangerous thing because ED and income tax is getting details directly along with your passport number. So now, income tax is running a drive, I can say, where they are asking for the voluntary disclosure from all the taxpayers if they have bought any properties, not just in UAE, across world. They should update their foreign assets schedule immediately. If not, then based on the data transfer which they have, we call it. So income tax will take action. A lot of Indians have bought a property within 6 months, and they're getting notices from income tax. Here, two things are very important. First of all, you have to show the source in India for those income. Second, a mode of lot of Indians, what they do, they transfer. Like if they are buying some property in UAE, Dubai for 5 CR, and if they don't have a wide source, they get it from Hawala. So that is also not permissible, and all these things will lead to a lot of issues. So whenever we are planning something which is big, we would suggest take a proper professional help. We are here to help you. If not us, then you can go to some other professional. But yeah, be prepared and plan things accordingly. Because if you do ad hoc things, then there are chances you'll caught up, and if you're caught, then there are huge penalties and fines.
So
And
yeah,
this is the
Rajiv,
reason.
yeah, we can
Yeah.
go for next slide. Yeah, we have only 2 to 3 minutes, so let's wrap it.
Okay. Yeah. Remittance to India and repatriation.
So you can, as you know, there are four types of I want to say NRE account, NRO account, and FCNR. So better to open an NRE account, and once you become a not resident, as per the FEMA Act, you need to open an NRE account, and you can transfer the whatever the earned income in UAE, you can transfer to the NRE account, and you can use it for the expenses in India, or you can repatriate, fully repatriable to UAE again. So there is no restrictions here. But when you open an NRO account, NRO account means generally when you go from India to UAE, your whatever the savings accounts will be there, na, that will be converted into NRO account directly. So you need to intimate them banker, then the savings account becomes an NRO account. So there is a restriction here, and whatever the interest you will be earning on that deposit, that will be taxable. And there is a restriction that you cannot repatriate to UAE, and there is a 1 million, it is up to $1 million so per financial year. It is high, but it is a one restriction. And FCNR is just for the foreign currency loss. You can open that account, but we suggest you to open NRE account only. And if you want to transfer to the parents or spouse, then you can transfer it as a gift. And whatever the interest that is there, it will be taxable in their hands. And if they want to transfer from India, if your parent or your friend, or I mean to say your parent or your spouse wants to transfer to UAE, then LRS schemes apply. Only 2.5 million, so 2.5 lakhs dollars only they can transfer it. So make sure that you open NRE account only. So next, coming to the just we want to wrap up within 1 minute. So Raji, we can go to next slide.
Yeah.
So just that UAE, I mean to say UAE or Dubai is providing a lot of benefit rather than India. So and you can see the volume and the noise we hear about the Dubai. So due to various reasons, the Dubai is more preferable than India. So whatever the security point of view, the services point of view, the health point of view, and due to which there is a lot of HNIs who are transferring their I mean to say who are moving out of from India, and they are becoming non-resident of India, and they are becoming the resident of Dubai. The only reason is the benefit, and the focus of the government is in the tourism and other sectors which are attracting every investor. Every investor as well as general public also. I have seen many of my friends, including Razi also. It was not expected he goes to the UAE, so he also went, and he is doing the business. So I guess we have only 5 seconds. We thank you everyone, and we'll stay connected with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for your
And
time.
please share the PPT, Akshay.
Yeah, yeah, I will definitely
Yes,
share the
yes,
PPT, and you
definitely.
can
We'll
connect
do
with us.
that. And for any queries, you can reach out to us over WhatsApp, and we have mail IDs over here and mobile number, so you can reach out over there as well. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for your time.
thank you, thank you. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, 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 yeah. I guess it's good only. I guess we try to cover maximum. Yeah, most of them I thought. Yeah, no, no issues. Yeah, because people were waiting from that time, and many of them, 10, 15 members are left from that meeting. No issues, but we'll share that recording. Mm, we have we this is. Yeah, we'll see on the response, and we'll try if we can do another session also, maybe 1 2 months later. See, we'll see about the response. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There, few of them think actually I don't have that. Few of them asked also. Let's see, we have 121 that I thought that many of them will not join. They join because they want some business or some lead or something. They may not have a time, so just they have joined the group. Let's see, because they have some interest, so that's the reason they are joined. But it may take time to understand also. Yeah, yeah. So let's see. We have shared, right. Uh, I will share the PPT in other groups also. If anyone is interested, then we can have another sessions also based on some other topics in the life. And what are we can go sometimes deep also. We can help them in other issues. Maybe 1 2 months later, we'll have another session. We'll plan it. Maybe February or March, yeah, March or April, we'll have another session of UI similar to this. So we'll some go on. Maybe we'll take a 2 days break. I mean, 2 sessions. So that we'll cover entire additional points, whatever you want to cover, anything additionally, and how personal experiences and personal plans. So what's the scenario there? So we can explain it. Most of them are from CA background only, but let's try this because we can get any lead from there. I thought the people will join the group for 120, 130 are there. But people, I will say everyone will be busy on Saturday, and it's now 4 o'clock, and most of them joined yesterday only. So let's be in this group only, and we have 120, 150 members. You can convey anything. You can convey anything latest updates which are there in the you try to make some, because I see many updates that are going. Yesterday also there is a change in the fee timelines. I mean the fees changing fees or something there is change. So once you can use some every headings or something, you are admin already. So you can share one slide or one slide, or you can share one whatever the notification or notices or orders which the government, I mean, the UAE government 58 is passing. You can share that so that you will be engaging with them. Oh, yeah, once it's just a demo that we are present in the market. We are not expecting anything as on day, but just to make a presence that we are there. Okay, it may be helpful at any point of time. Because most of them are doing, but what we are doing is a bit different. I mean to say, we are trying to do that. Mm. Yeah, once we share our knowledge, people will come to us. Yeah, yeah. In that process, hopefully, we'll get some of the other benefit. Yeah, we need to make sure that we share the knowledge, and most of them are serious fraternity. We don't know when the lead will come, when the people expect us to work. So let's try to connect ourselves with this. And any update you would definitely you try to make some slide or you can share the director notification and do some small summary in the message and you post it. Once you post it in because we have 120 130 members. Even if 20 members leave, there is 100 people audience there. So try to connect with them and just make sure that you post it regularly, whatever the updates and everything, so they are engaged. People should remember, or else everyone will forget. Then this group will be like another group which we have. So, I totally agree with you. Now we will work on this, and we will try to build this too. Okay, Ravi. Okay, Ravi. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye. When you open an NRO account means generally when you go from India to UAE, your whatever the savings account will be there, na, that will be converted into NRO account directly. So you need to intimate them to banker, then the savings account becomes an NRO account. But financially it is high, but it is a one restriction. And FCNR is just for the we once you leave the India, you become a non-resident as per the demand. So in Africa or Europe, if people are taking every investor as well as general public also. I have seen many of my friends, including Razi also, it was not expected he goes to the UAE. So he also went and he is doing the business. So I guess we have only 5 seconds. We thank you everyone and we'll stay connected with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for your time. Please share the PPT induction.
Yeah, I will
Yes,
definitely
yes,
share the
definitely.
PPT and
We'll
connect.
learn that for any queries, you can reach out to us over WhatsApp. It's always a good day party in this lab and say.
Yeah, I mean, so there is no taxes in UAE, only personal income. However, once you become a resident of India, then global income will be, whatever the savings account will be there, na, that